Hey, what's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here, back with another part of What If Naruto Was an Angel. This is the part 3 of this series, and I know I was going to make a 3-part series, but it kind of went a little too long, so yeah, it might be 5 to 6 part series now. So yeah, if you haven't, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And without further ado, let's continue our story. Now we see as Team 7 was walking back to Kono. As they arrived, Kakashi said them that they are free to leave as he has to go to Hokage office to report what took part in the mission when they were on the Land of Waves. As they agreed upon, as Kakashi then made 3 clones as he almost forgot to inform them about the Chunin exams, and the said 3 clones told them that they should meet at 7 PM sharp at their training ground tonight. As they arrived there at the evening, Kakashi was already waiting there. Now this was weird for everyone because Kakashi never arrived at time. So Narumi was the first one to ask, "Why are you early here, Kakashi sensei? I thought that it was kind of your habit to come late." Now Narumi, that's not way to talk to your teacher, Kakashi said with a nice smile. Naruto just chuckled. Nay, Kakashi sensei. So, what is it you want to talk about? And Sasuke just in agreement. Well, Naruto, I have deemed you all 3 worthy to take part in Chunin exams. So, what do you guys think? Do you guys agree? As 3 of them were wide-eyed because they just started doing C rank missions and their first C rank mission turned A, and they were now in Chunin exams. Well, yeah, of course we are, Naruto said, beaming, as Kakashi just smiled as Narumi just scoffed and agreed, and Sasuke just hummed again like in an Uchiha manner. As then Kakashi then informed that they should be in a week time appear at academy gates to take in the first part of exam. As they agreed and left. Time skip 1 week later. We see Naruto hanging out with Gaara as both of them were laughing, as Narumi was nowhere to be found as she hasn't been seen for the whole week. As for Sasuke, he has been training at his own Uchiha compound. And as for Temari and Kankuro, they were just gaping like fish at what they were seeing. How did this happen? Temari's were these words, as Kankuro was just gaping and rubbing his eyes. Temari, tell me I'm not seeing things, right? If I could, I would have just popped out my eye sockets and washed them in dishwasher with soap, and then after cleaning them, I would put them back and see this. If I could, that is. Shut up, idiot. What are you even talking about? Nothing. Just, how is this possible? Gaara laughing and not killing anyone? This is madness. Shut up. I am as confused as you. How did this happen? She thought in her own mind. Now we're going to have a flashback 3 days before. As we see Naruto and Konohamaru playing in the village, Konohamaru ran into Kankuro as Kankuro lifted him up from the leg. What do you think you're doing, brat? Let me go. It was just a mistake. I'm sorry. Oh, let me teach you a lesson why you shouldn't run into strangers that you don't know about. Hey, come on, man. Let the kid go. He just apologized, didn't he? And besides, you don't look any hurt or so. Huh? Who the hell are you, kid? Hey, we're just the same age. You cat person. Hey, it's just war paint. I'm not a cat person. I'm a human like you idiot. Kankuro, you look like a cat. Shut up, Temari. I know it's a war paint, and you know it. Whatever. Miss, I didn't get your name. She rolled her eyes. My name is Temari no Sabuko. I'm from Suna. I'm here to take Chunin exam, and this idiot over here is my little brother Kankuro. Now Kankuro, drop the kid. He already apologized, but I said do it. But I have to teach this kid a lesson. You know he will get mad. Hey, please just let the kid go. He didn't do anything wrong. He just ran into you because of me. I was chasing after him. We were playing, that's all. Kid your age playing, that's something new. That just shows how mature you are. Hey, that's not a nice way to talk about that. I'm just the same age as you. It's just fun to play with him. After all, he's the grandson of the third Hokage. And if you do anything to him, things could get worse. As Kankuro paled a little bit and dropped the kid. Fine kid, beat it now. As Konohamaru just gave him a weird face, like bleh, and got the hell out of there. As Kankuro grew a tick mark. Kankuro, a voice came from behind as the trio looked up at the tree, as the two siblings were now shivering. Gaara! You are a disgrace to the village. Shut up before I kill you. As Gaara appeared in front of Naruto, in a sunshine like sand. Mother says that you shouldn't be hurt. It's kind of weird. Why does mother says that? Huh? Who's your mother? As the two behind the other two siblings of Gaara person paled after hearing these words, and then became shocked that Gaara's quote-unquote mother didn't want to hurt him. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about, man. As Naruto moved his hand forward, much to everyone's shock. Hi, my name is Naruto. Nice to meet you. As Gaara was shocked at first, as he didn't have any friends for his age, as Gaara hesitantly moved his hand forwards and shook their hands. Gaara of the sand. Hey Gaara, would you like to be my friend? At these words left Naruto's mouth. Gaara's whole world was shaking with shock, as the siblings were having their jaw drops to the ground. Did this stupid kid just ask Gaara that they could be friends? Did he have that wish or something? Then they remembered something. The quote-unquote mother of Gaara didn't want to hurt this boy. Something seems fishy about this boy. Likewise, as their hand connected together, as Gaara accepted the handshake, both of them went into the mindscape. As Naruto arrived into the mindscape, he saw that there was in front of him was Shikaku. As Naruto moved forward towards him. Wow, a big raccoon! As Shikaku grew a tick mark. You little twerp, I'm not a raccoon. I'm the mighty Shikaku. You better behave yourself, boy. As from behind Naruto, two eyes opened, slit like eyes, which caused Gaara and Shikaku to pale a little bit. Shikaku, this is no way you talk to a mighty being like that. What do you mean, brother? I feel some divine chakra or energy from this child. And from the looks of it, he has a pure soul. I don't know why, but I don't want to hurt him. For the first time in my life, I feel this towards a human. I don't want to hurt him. This is a gift from the kami, you see, brother. As much as I despise human, I find this one quite soothing and comforting. Don't you too? Yes, brother. I guess that is the reason. Wait, what do you mean by kami? Shikaku, dumb as always. What do you mean, you stupid old fox? As Grandma just growled, causing Shikaku to shriek. Shikaku, listen. When I was sealed inside this boy, he was betrayed by his mother. As at this moment, before Kurama spoke about this, Kurama snapped his fingers. Naruto and Gaara fell asleep under a genjutsu before the two beaches could talk. His mother abandoned him, thinking that I was him. And even if she was my previous toast as well as an Uzumaki, as Steel 10 mistress, she blamed the child for everything. The death of the fourth Hokage, her husband, our family falling apart. That woman is an idiot and a blockhead, I must tell you. I don't know why she was consumed by darkness so much. And I guess that is when I thought that I might protect this child, because he might face hardships But then something stupid and unexpected happened. Kami, Yami, and Shinigami, the three of them appeared in front of me with my father. Wait, do you mean father also came here? Yeah, believe it or not, father also came down here. Father even says that he is the reincarnation of the Asura. You remember him? Asura? You mean our brother? Asura? Really? This Thor period is his reincarnation? Yeah, as much as it is weird, it is. And moving on. Now don't cut me, will ya? Not only is he's the reincarnation of Asura, he's also the heir to the Ninshu by our father recognized. And his soul is so pure because he was created by Shinigami, Yami, and Kami. And the trio even consider him as their own son at this point because he's so pure. Just like that. And he's an angel on top of that all. You mean like a real angel? The one we seen like millions years ago when father died and took his soul to heaven? Yeah, just like those. Wow. That is something really heavy. So, what is he doing here? He's here to get rid of this world's hatred. By what? But how? These were the questions of Shikaku. Just like it did yours. As Shikaku was wide-eyed, as then he chuckled. I get it now, brother. We humans, as well as Bijus and animals, feel an attraction towards his boy because he has a pure soul and kind heart. He can make anyone's heart change. And with that said, he can get rid of the hatred of this world. That is why he's sent to this world. Am I right, brother? Finally you caught up, genius. Hey! Don't be like that, brother. Get the hell out of here, you tanuki. Let me sleep. Oh, stupid fox. When I get out of here, I'm gonna hit your head and pop you with Thor's hammer if I find it, that is. Like you would ever find that weapon. That idiot Thor must have sold it for some wine or something like that. Hey, you know Thor is our friend, right? Yes. And you bet when I said this to you. Minato no Mikaze was actually Thor's son. What the hell? How did you know about that? Well, I kind of found that out. Well, you see, when I was going over my memories, I kind of found out that a child similar to Minato no Mikaze was in Thor's arms, and that same child was none other than, to my surprise, was Minato no Mikaze, meaning he is Thor's grandson. So he might even be able to find the Mjolnir or the Stormbreaker, if they exist, that is. That is quite something. The kid might become so powerful, and with his soul so pure, I think that he might be able to bring the peace and become the bridge between us and the humans, just like the father prophesied. Indeed, brother. Let's just hope for the best. And with that said, the connection was cut between them as both boys opened their eyes. Hey, Gaara, would you like to go and eat Ichiraku ramen? Gaara just gave a little smile, as both of his siblings at this point was turning white as paper. As both of the boys left, sure, as Gaara said, leaving the two siblings behind, in shock and fear for the boys' safety. Well, what the hell just happened? We don't know, but I guess Gaara just found himself a friend. Tamari's head in a state of shock. We must inform this to Baki. Yeah, as this is where I'm going to be time skipping back to the original timeline as we see Gaara and Naruto chatting and laughing. Gaara was just giving a small smile as Naruto was laughing wholeheartedly. As they arrived at the academy, they saw that Gaara's sibling and his two teammates were still there. What the hell was taking you so long, Naruto? Said Narumi. Narumi-chan, I was having fun with my friend here, Gaara. Gaara, this is my teammates, Narumi, and this is Sasuke Uchiha. And Sasuke and Narumi, this is Gaara of Sand, and these are his siblings. If I remember correctly, Temari, right? Yes, Temari. It's a beautiful name, Temari. As Temari just blushed a little bit, much to annoyance of Narumi and surprise as well. And this is Kankro, a cat person. Hey, I told you I'm not a cat person. I'm just... forget it, it's a war paint. Looks like a makeup to me, Gaara said, for the first time making joke of Kankro. Kankro's eyes just twitched, but he couldn't do anything because he didn't want to die. As the two teams entered the academy and reached the top floor, leaving behind the children who were trying to enter a Kenjutsu. And luckily Naruto stopped Sasuke before he could increase their competition, telling him that if he does that their competition will only increase. As Sasuke, for the first time in all What If history, agreed. I'm quite shocked as well. Anyways, moving forward, they all left to the third portion of the building where the real exams were being held. As they entered, they met Kakashi there. Well, looks like my team is here. Hey guys. Hello Kakashi sensei. So, I guess this is the first test? You guys just passed the first test. The next one is the written exam. What? That was the test? Yes, Kakashi said with a smile. Ah, wow. That was something, I guess, Naruto said. Well, Naruto, in Ninja World you must always look underneath the underneath. As the trio nodded as entering the room. As Kakashi just poofed into a smoke. As they entered, they were met by the other rookie 9. As Naruto was crowded by Ino, Hinata, as well as you can say the other rookie 9s, because Naruto was popular amongst them. Hey Naruto, good to see you, man, said Kiba. Hey Kiba, how have you been? As Akamaru came in front of him and started to lick his fingers. As Naruto kneeled down and patted Akamaru. Hey boy, how have you been? As Akamaru barked in telling him that he was good. Nice to see you too, boy. Well, let's give our all, guys. I hope the better team wins. I mean, if we don't win, that's fine. We are just still rookies. We can still win next year. As everyone just laughed. Naruto, seriously, what a track, man. You're just boosted our confidence and just dropped it. Hey, I'm just speaking the truth. Some of us aren't going to win, you know. And some of us even have to face against each other. As all of them were in thoughts. Well, if it comes to that, may the best sport ninja wins. After all, it's just an exam, remember. Just like a sparring match, right? It helps us in improvement. Remember that as well. Naruto said, as this got everyone's confidence back. Yeah, you're right. As everyone agreed, as they were causing a lot of noise and catching everyone's attention as Kabuto came to them. Listen guys, you shouldn't be so loud because you're catching everyone's attention. Look around you. As everyone quieted down and looked around each other as the other teams were catching glimpse at them, analyzing them. I see. I'm so sorry. It was because of me. No worries. By the way, I'm Kabuto. Nice to meet you. Name's Naruto. Nice to meet you too, Kabuto. So, do you know what is this part of exam? I know it's a written type, but what kind of? Like, you know something about it? No, I don't. The whole curriculum changed this year, so I don't know about it. What do you mean this year? Have you taken this exam before? 7 times already. Whoa, that's a lot. Yeah, I know. As then Genma appeared. Well, you little twerps, sit on your seats and be prepared for your exams. As everyone did as they were told and sat on their seats. So, as he explained the first part of the exam, I'm just gonna skip it, and it went as in canon. The only difference was that as Naruto didn't need to cheat, he already knew the answers because of his mother drilling into him through his younger years all the knowledge he required. As after it being done, he was the first one to get up from his seat and pass the paper to Genma and move out of the room, much to the surprise and shock of everyone. As Genma, before he exited, called him, Wait, there is still one question I haven't told you about. Are you sure you want to leave? Hey, you could have said so. That's so wrong, Genma. I know, Gaki. Just sit down. Alright. Naruto slumped his shoulder and head, taking heavy steps, sat back on his seat, causing everyone to chuckle, as well as Genma. As after the test ended, Genma told them about the whole scenario about the 10th question and Will of Fire and all shit. And after Anko came into the room. Well, looks like Hibiki, you lost your touch. What do you mean, Anko? You passed so many of these twerps. Well, twerps meet me at the Forest of Death, training ground 44, in easy verse. Under 5 minutes. If you're late, then don't come. Now your time starts now. Goodbye. As Anko vanished in a puff of smoke. 5 minutes later, everyone was arrived there. As Anko appeared in a puff of smoke. Now, Gakis, before we continue, these are the papers you must sign. In this forest, if you die, it is not responsibility of Konoha, and it is a responsibility entirely of yours. As some of the teams left after hearing this, because they valued their lives more than their villages, and the only remaining one stayed and signed the said paper. After that, Anko saw that Naruto was talking to Sasuke about something, as she launched her snakes instead of kunai towards Naruto. But much to her surprise, the snake just slithered onto his arms gently and moved up to his words and triggled his tongue around his cheeks, causing him to chuckle. Much to surprise of Anko, because it was a deadly poisonous snake, and his most loyal one at that. What? This Kaki can... What the hell is going on? I can't even make up many words, Anko thought in her mind, as she was kind of freaking out at this. Another Orochimaru student? No, it can't be. The kid, if I've heard correctly from the Chunins, was with Tsunade-sama, so there's no way. Something is up. Oh well, let's just wait and see what happens. Well, Gaki, why were you talking and weren't listening to me? She said, calming her demeanor. Well, you see, miss, we were kind of planning, Naruto said in a whisper. I already know that you were planning, but you should listen to me first, kiddo. If you want to go inside that deadly forest. This is a deadly forest all over Konoha. The most dangerous place you'll ever be. Hey, but I've seen you come here a lot of time, Nei-chan, Naruto said in a calm voice, which caused Anko's chest to bubble up, like she was yearning for something for so long, a family-like figure. So she supposed that he could be his little brother-like to her, as she is a big sister-like figure to him already. Listen here, Gaki. This is a dangerous forest, and it's an exam as well as a training for you to survive in the ninja world. You should take it seriously, or otherwise you could get hurt or killed, and worst of all, you could get killed your teammates as well. Hi, Naruto said, turning serious for the first time, as the snake slithered away back to Anko's underpouch, but not before giving Naruto a little present. He bited Naruto on his hand, leaving a mark behind, much to Anko's surprise as her eyes grew wide. Ow! Thanks, I guess? Wait, Kaki, can you understand the snakes? I pretty much can understand what they're trying to say, but I can feel what they're saying. It's kind of weird, I can't explain it, but I can feel what they're trying to say. But I don't know why he gave me this mark. This kid is a mark that shows that the snakes recognize you as a friend. That never happened before. You know about summons? Yes, I have read from Kaa-chan. She can summon slugs, and the slug queen also gave me one when I was 3 to 4 years old. Really now? Yeah, I have it here right on my shoulder. As Naruto put his shirt down from his shoulder and showed her the slug mark. Impressive indeed. You have became the friend of 2 summoning clans. Not only that, the two of the strongest ones at that. Kaki, you're kinda special, you know? Everyone says that, but I don't think so. I'm just normal human, I guess. And try to be polite as possible. My mama told me that it will be best if I try to be polite as possible. Well, aren't you a little too polite? Huh. Now everyone, get ready. Be careful out there, kiddos. Now leave. Your time starts now, as everyone ran into the forest of death. Now, I'm gonna time skip the rain ninjas and up to Orochimaru. As we see Team 7 facing against Orochimaru. As Orochimaru came in front of them, froze them in killer intent. But to Orochimaru's surprise, when he saw the mark on Naruto's hand, he was surprised as well, as he moved faster and knocked out Narumi and as well as Sasuke and was standing in front of Naruto. Tell me, kid, why do you have that mark? Who are you? And why should I tell you? You don't know me? As from inside his sleeve, snakes came out. Only one person can do that. Orochimaru, the snake Sani. Are you that person? Yes, kiddo. Now tell me, where did you get that mark? And who are you? Nice to meet you, Orochimaru-san. My name is Naruto. Naruto Namikaze Senju Uzumaki. I am Tsunade Senju's son, and I'm trained by her as well as Jiraiya, your teammates, I guess. I see. But that doesn't explain why you have the mark. Oh, this, I met Anko Nechan before this test continued. I see. And if you guys wondering, why wasn't Orochimaru there? Well, he was, let's just say, waiting inside the forest of that whole this time. He wasn't in the Chunin exams from the start, in the body stealing process. Like, I mean, he still stole a body, but he wasn't in the test, so he was still hiding in the forest of that. Anyways, on to the story. I see. So you're telling me that a snake gave you that mark? Interesting. Would you mind if I try something, kiddo? I promise it won't hurt. Okay. Sometimes Naruto could be too damn kind in this series, I guess. Anyways, as Orochimaru did the hand shield and Manda appeared in front of him. What is it, Orochimaru? Why have you summoned me? You know I hate being summoned. Manda stopped in his tracks as he saw Naruto. As he reached forward towards the kid and lowered his head in front of him, as Naruto put a hand to the said giant snake's snout as the snake's eyes closed. Very well, recognized as our clan's friend, and our clan will support you in your adventures in future. And I will stop eating humans from now on, Orochimaru. I guess not all humans are bad. I will give them one and only another chance. If they screw this up, it is entirely on them. And kiddo, what is your name? Naruto. Naruto, I, Manda of the Snake Clan, as their head, acknowledge you as our friend and summoner. We just have to put a little bit of blood on that mark and you will be able to summon snakes. Tell me, are you aligned with any other clan? Yes, the slugs as of now we speak. The Toads were thinking of it, but they said they would put off that for now because after the Chunin exams I was going to train with Jiraiya for a little bit. And he was talking about some sage mode. Nonsense. If you're going to trade in the Toad sage mode, you might as well train in ours as well. Orochimaru here can help you in that. Won't you, Orochimaru? Yes, Manda. I will. Orochimaru was confused. Manda acknowledging a human, a child at that, and as well as just like that acknowledged him as a summoner, whereas Orochimaru has to grind his butt. Now this kid was interesting, more interesting than the Uchiha. And with that said, the snake poofed away as both of them stood there. Can I ask you a question, Orochimaru? Ah, what is it, kiddo? Orochimaru said after getting out of his state. Why did you deserted the village? As Orochimaru recalled his memories before his eyes snapped, why are you so interested? Well, I know for a reason. There is always a reason behind the things we do. So what was yours? This kid is interesting indeed. You can see the underneath. My parents were killed when I was with my teammates away on a mission. And when I came back and found them dead, I found Anbu's masks broken. And those Anbu masks belonged to my sensei's personal Anbu. And I was enraged. Not only that, my seat as the fourth Hokage was taken away by Minato Namikaze. I was angry. And the last straw was that when my sensei deemed me a threat and tried to confront me when I was trying to find a way to revive my parents. And so I have to desert this village. And now I am back to take revenge for what he did. So, did you find a way to bring them back? What? I said, did you find a way to bring them back? No, not yet. But along the way, I found another goal. If I can't bring them back, then I will live forever. And for that, I did something bad, kiddo. Are you sure you want to listen to this? I don't know why, but I feel like I should tell you the whole story. It's kind of crazy, but I feel like I can tell you. Well, you can, and I'll try to help you as the best of my abilities, Naruto said. Orochimaru was confused. He was a genius prodigy, and why was he even talking to a kid half of his age? But in his heart he knew that it kind of relieved a huge load out of his shoulders. So he did. Well, I did a lot of bad things. Tried to take people's bodies so that I could live forever. But that was temporary. And for that I am still searching, I guess. Why didn't you use shadow clones? The what? Shadow clones. I mean, if I were to live forever, I could use just shadow clones. I just have to find a way to transfer my consciousness as well as my whole chakra system to that shadow clone. Meaning, I can still be in my younger self, but not only as a whole, but have my whole chakra network and stuff together, you know? The whole scientific stuff. I see. Orochimaru's eyes widened. And then he took his original form and made a shadow clone. As the shadow clone appeared, he then drew out two snakes. The two-headed snake. One head of the snake stabbed behind his neck and the other stabbed behind the clone's neck. And after 8 to 9 minutes, the whole process was complete, as Orochimaru stood in a younger self of himself. Impressive indeed, young kiddo. You just solved my problem which I was chasing after solution for it for like what seemed 40 years now. You solved it under 10 minutes. You are indeed a genius, one kiddo. Naruto? Ah, Naruto, that is your name if I remember correctly, right? Yes. So, but you please don't destroy the village? And why shouldn't I? My sensei betrayed me. Not only that, they killed my parents. But did you know that your sensei would do that? As these words spoke, Orochimaru froze in his steps. After all these years, he didn't even bother to speak to Sarutobi about it. He didn't even bother to show that mask to Sarutobi. Then, something clicked in his mind. He became enraged. Danzo! That damn bastard! It was all his planning all along so that he could take me to his side. I've been a foolish all these years, but not anymore. Thanks, kiddo. You just helped me realize how big of a fool I was, even if I or this world considered me as a genius. And now I must rectify my mistake. As Orochimaru cleared his chakra and Within a few seconds, everyone was alerted, even the third Hokage, as Orochimaru handed the scroll to Naruto. Look, young Naruto, take this scroll and your teammates and leave, because you don't want to see or hear what's about to go down here. Hi. As Naruto took the scroll and thanked Orochimaru and took both of his teammates and left. I hope you find your peace, Orochimaru-san. You already did, kid. I already did because of your help. After Naruto and his team left, within 10 minutes, the whole Anbu squad, 4th Hokage and Anko arrived. As they had grim expression except Anko, who was snarling. Why are you back? She said. Anko, calm down. Sensei. Orochimaru, I have some things to talk to you about. Oh, and what are those? I know you don't trust me, but these things are concerned about me. Orochimaru said in a saddened tone, which didn't go unnoticed by anyone, as everyone flinched at first and then became wide-eyed, especially Sarutobi, because he knew about Orochimaru's behavior since he was a kid. Come to my office, Orochimaru. We have a lot to discuss. Back with Naruto and his team, they reached the tower and unsealed the scroll, and Iruka moved into existence and showed them to the next part. But that was put on hold because of order of Hokage, because they had some things to do. And as for Orochimaru, he called off all of the sound Genins and told them to drop off from the exam and leave. As Orochimaru was standing inside Hokage's office with Anko and Hiruzen himself. So Orochimaru, what is it you want to talk about? As Orochimaru took out a broken half Anbu mask and put it on the table. This. As Sarutobi became wide-eyed. How did you get this mask, Orochimaru? Sarutobi asked. This mask was found when my parents were killed inside the house. You remember the night I deserted? When I returned from the mission, I found this mask. I knew that this must belong to one of your loyal Anbus. So, I'm sorry, Sensei. It's okay, Orochimaru. I know, what do you think? I guess I should tell you that this Anbu mask, or the person this used to belong to, died 2 months before when you went on that mission. When you didn't arrive in the village, this person was reported dead, missing in action, MIA, written on a report by his teammates. I knew it, Orochimaru snarled, much to the surprise of everyone. Danzo, he was behind that attack so he could take me to his side. What are you talking about, Orochimaru? Sarutobi said in a serious tone, and Orochimaru spilled the beans and told the whole scenario, that how Danzo tried to assassinate him multiple times, and Danzo was the one who even allowed Kumo ambassador to kidnap Hinata, as well as he was the one who still had the route running, and he asked Orochimaru to boost his soldiers, but he didn't. And the soldiers that became useless to Danzo were now ordered to become his test subjects. Orochimaru, there's something I would like to ask. Why are you still doing those tests? Sensei, I missed them. Orochimaru, for the first time in many years, did what he didn't do, cried in front of his sensei. I missed them so much. I don't know what took over me. I guess darkness is a very bad place, even for someone like me. I was consumed by my hatred and anger when I saw the bodies of my parents lying in our living room. I kind of shattered inside and felt like I should rampage inside this village or something like that. But I guess that is why, what I'm trying to say is, that is why I deserted. Orochimaru finally broke down. He couldn't find any more words. I'm so sorry, Sensei. Please forgive this foolish student of yours. He has caused you enough trouble already. As Sarutobi was also crying as he hugged him. It's okay. It's okay, Orochimaru. You're finally back. As clapping sounds could be heard, as both of them looked behind and saw Jiraiya and Tsunade standing there, smiling at them. As Jiraiya also had some tears in his eyes, as was sniffing, as Tsunade also wiped a few tears from her eyes. I guess now we understand why you deserted, you bastard. You could have told us. We could have helped you, said Jiraiya. Yes, Orochimaru. You always were the one who took things upon his own self. I am sorry, guys. I don't know what. It's just. I know you couldn't find your words, buddy. So let's just say we forgive you, okay? As Orochimaru smiled at him. Buddy. Naruto. He said to himself in his mind. As this is where I'm going to be leaving this part of, guys. I hope you like this one, and if you do, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And yeah, guys, comment down below if you want me to redeem Kushina or not, because Narume will be getting redempted soon, and Akatsuki will be as well, except for Hidan, because he's a Jashinist. So yeah, I don't think there's a possible way for me to redeem him. And yeah, guys, this is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing out. Peace.